tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Waiters. Can't connect.
And that's next-level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Waiters. Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look.
And that's next-level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Fires the three, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat, down to three. Waiters creates the space to bury the three on the step back.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters down as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. Pistons basketball here to start the 4th quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through 3 quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Waiters. And the rebound comes down to Smith. To Drummond. Miami with the basketball. Dion Waiters powers it through.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To Luke Kennard. Drummond. Smith buries it on the catch and shoot.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
To Dragic. Add 2 points to the board.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. Ish Smith.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Drummond. Throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Dragic to Waiters. Oh, he had it. To Smith. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. And abuses the rim with the big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's Detroit's ball. Ish Smith. Runner here won't go down. Straight on look. Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Not that time. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound Drummond. To Smith. Jackson. To Drummond. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Missed a wide open look. Deep right corner. Waiters. Count the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Drummond. Another follow. Stays out. Dragic into the front court. His team on top by 13. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Dragic. Fires the 3. Dragic wide open. Knocks it down.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here comes the screen. And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Heat checking this one. Eric Spoelstra makes the move to his reserves. To Wade. Over to the right side. Josh Richardson. Rebounds claimed by Detroit. Is Smith. To Jackson. Drummond. Jackson. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Count that one, and a 4-point trip. Miami's got it. Probing the defense. Let's see what's there. 5 to shoot for Miami. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Jackson with it. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Works it. To Wade. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Reggie Jackson. To Drummond. Miami secures the rebound. To Richardson. Down to 5 on the 24. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Drummond, knocked loose. He'd come up with it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Ah, rocking the rim. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. It's the Heat with the possession. Takes stock of the floor. Trying to make his move to Richardson. Gets a shot up off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
The Heat with the victory. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat did more than just win a game here today. They won the Eastern Conference crown, and the celebration in that locker room must be going crazy right now. Still, as tomorrow rolls around, these guys will be right back to business. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat. The Pistons were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Goran Dragic gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.